Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG. It's on the north spawn of Lakeville under the command of RaySpruance. Battle started. Okay, he's armed with a 105mm light field howitzer capable of 410 alpha, penetrating 33mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 1.91 metres. He's moving off to his firing position. Now on this map, most of the Arties do tend to cover the valley, and that makes it very easy to counter battery them because there's only a limited number of places that you can actually hide to get shots in this direction. So it is advisable to move after you've fired to avoid a counter battery. Let's see if actually the enemy engages in any counter battery at all. They probably will. Nobody turned up at the moment. In fact, we've only got 2 tanks in the valley, an Achilles and a KV-1, and that's actually quite good because normally it's the team that actually goes to the town who wins the game, because if they go to the town and they win in the town, then they can come around the enemy and get behind them, and if the enemy tries to come up the valley, they'll get stuck because Arty will start punishing them. T34 shielded, first shot missed. He's reloading. He's got a fairly quick reload of around about 8 seconds. He got a hit on that one. You saw the shell go in, but there was no explosions, so we know we struck the T34. He's fired another one in the same spot, but this time around he does get an explosion, so we know he didn't hit that target. Now he hasn't moved after he shot, which is a little dangerous on this map. I always like to sit in a position where I can gently move forward easily with just pressing the W key, rather than sitting in the same spot all the time, because you are vulnerable if you do sit in the same space. Over on the valley we can see a T67 sitting right at the back of the map. The Achilles spotted him. Oh, and that was the tracer from an enemy Arty, a Bishop. We just saw him sitting behind that rock, and he's just hit the T67 square on because there was no explosion again. He's going to give it another go. Rounds out. And this time round, yes, he pulled back. You saw the tracer there. The Bishop is actually a little further away than that bush. He's actually closer. He's a bit closer. You'll see the tracer any second as he fires again. There he is. You see? A little closer than the bush. But he gets a direct hit and a penetrating shot on the Jagdpanzer 4. Or so it should say Jagdpanzer 4. And that one didn't hit, but any second now we're going to see the tracer again from that Bishop. He's not in the bush, he's actually slightly further forward. Yep, you're firing behind the Bishop, not at him. Look a bit further forward, you'll see the tracer suddenly appear from in front of the bush. Okay, in the valley, that T34 that he blind hit has actually come up on the Achilles. He fires around in at him, but it's a bit of a snapshot and it doesn't hit the target. And the enemy Arty's trying to hit the Achilles, and I think that was the Bishop again. And that shot was just fired a little too late to catch the rear end of the T34. But he's going to have another go. This time around he should hit him. Rounds out. Yep, nice hit for 139. Give it another go. Yeah, got the kill this time. Okay, now look further down. Oh, there's an M10. Okay, needs to hit that guy. Rounds out. Big hit for 152, but we lose the Achilles, which means now the T67 has to take up his role of spotting for us. We get a nice hit on the M10. The T67 takes the kill. Now, we can see an enemy T67's come up the lake road, and he's met a P43 coming the opposite way, and he's still going back to that bush. He's not in the bush. He's in front of it. You'll see the tracer appear from right here in front of the bush. He keeps firing behind it. The Bishop player must be saying, why is he doing that? Why does he keep hitting me and missing, firing at me and missing me? Well, he's going to go for the T67 instead. Fires around in and gets a kill shot. So he's got his second kill. Now, the enemy has actually managed to make it all the way through the town. Our guys that went into the town got defeated. And now he's got a KV-222, which is a tier 5 Soviet premium heavy. And he hits him for 86. Now that thing's got the hull of a KV-3. It's very, very tough. It's tier 7 hull on a tier 5 turret. And yeah, it's a very, very tough little thing. But HE doesn't respect heavy hulls, so it's just damaging him bit by bit. If he keeps pumping rounds into that corner, that guy's going to go down. An enemy P-43's come into sight. And he loses sight of him. But he gets the KV-220 back in sight again. And the guy's killed with a shot from the M10. Further down the valley, the Bishop's moved position. We just saw him briefly. And he's dialing in on the exact spot where he was seen. He's using the minimap to guide him, because the minimap shows the exact spot. He fires one in and hits the ground. So obviously the Bishop has moved. That tree fell down because the P-43 pushed it down. And he's been spotted. And in fact hit by the P-43. So he's having to back away. He's been hit again. 2 shots in now. And he's lost virtually all of his hit points. And the enemy Arty's not trying to get him just yet. But I have the feeling that the reason they're not trying to hit him is the Bishop can't hit him because he's too far away. But the AMX M13F3 is not in a position to hit at the moment. So RaySpruance is getting away with it. He's going to go for that P-43. Line up the shot. Let it dial in. That looks good. Oh, hit the ground in front of him. He's lined it up overhead just to see where the fall of shot is. Rounds out, lands, hits the ground ahead of him. There's a Skoda's, a one shot just sitting behind that house. Unfortunately, he can't splash kill him because it's not far enough. It's 1.91 meters, and that is more than 1.91 meters to kill. So he's trying to get a sighting of that P-43. Fires another one in. Nope, no joy. He's got 21 rounds of ammunition, 4 heat rounds and 17 HE. So he's still got plenty of ammo, but there's still 6 enemies out there. Scores are equal at the moment, but the enemy team seems to have the advantage because they've squashed us all back into this northwest position on the map. And they're penning us in. We don't know where the enemy is in the valley. The Jagdpanzer might have moved up the valley. Ah, we just saw the tree go down, which kind of indicates the P-43 has actually gone the other side of the rock, which puts him at danger of actually going into the water and drowning. I wonder actually if he's trying to get around that side. And here comes the enemy up the valley. Yes, this is what I feared they might do, a pincer movement. The P-43 did get past the rock, but the Achilles is going to die if he stays where he is. And unfortunately, the P-43 just killed our Chaffee. Now, we can't get a shot on the P-43 at the moment because he's around the corner from the rock that we're hiding behind. But we can certainly hit this KV-1. And he's dialing in. Lining it up. Here we go. Rounds out. This looks good. It is. 126. All counts. And the kill shot there was for the Hummel. So the Hummel has now got a kill. We're just looking up the valley. I think the Achilles is still up there somewhere. But he doesn't know precisely where. The thing is, he's got a view range of 390 meters. If he came out from behind the rock, he might actually see the enemy before the enemy sees him. So he could actually go up to that corner and spot for himself. But we can see that the enemy P-43... Oh, he's just died! T-67 got him! And that means now it's 4 on each side. So 2 tank destroyers and 2 Arty on both teams. There's one of the Artys. Oh, that's why he wasn't shooting at RaySpruance. Because he came all the way over this side of the map and he's dialing in on the spot. And he got him! Blind shot kill. He knew where he, in the general vicinity of where he was, but he fired around in and he got the guy. And the Jagdpanzer 4 and the Achilles have both come south. And they're getting very, very close to RaySpruance. He might have to shotgun the Jagdpanzer 4 if he comes around that corner. But remember, this Arty is very good at shotgunning because it's got such a powerful 105mm gun. And both of them have died, which means now the only enemy remaining is the Bishop. And, well, no sign of him yet, but the Jackson is moving up through the valley, and I think that RaySpruance senses blood in the water, so to speak, because if he can get this kill, it'll not only mean that they win the game, but it'll also mean a counter battery for Ray. And I'm sorry he's jogging in and out so much, I'm going to have to take control of the camera. Yes, sometimes he gets a bit excited, you could say. 3 kills he's got so far. He can't platoon with the Hummel because he's got 2 kills already. He could platoon with the Jackson if the Jackson gets the kill. But I would really like RaySpruance to get the kill, because if he can get it, he gets a Brothers in Arms, not a Brothers in Arms, a counter battery. And he's actually been joined by the Hummel. They're all using the P in propelled and moving towards the enemy cap area. Why do I get the sneak feeling that the enemy Bishop... Oh, he's just over the rise! And he shotgun kills the Jackson! Which means now if RaySpruance gets this kill... And what is the Hummel doing? He's blocking... He's blocking RaySpruance from getting at him. In fact, I think he did that deliberately to try and force RaySpruance away from this kill so he could claim it for himself. And he's going up over the rise. He's going to come down and get the kill. Aim it. Aim it. Oh, his first hit damages the Bishop, but auto aim onto him. Auto aim. Auto aim on. Yes! Counter battery. And wins the game. Firing from a very open position at the end of the game. Very well done. I wondered if that Hummel was trying to seize that kill all for himself by blocking RaySpruance from moving directly forward to take out the Bishop. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for RaySpruance in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Stark's medal because he actually took 2 shots from the enemy P43, lost 2/3 of his hit points in the process, managed to get at least 2 kills and survived the battle. And he got a counter battery for taking out both the enemy Arty, the AMX-13F3 and then the Bishop. And he got a high caliber as well for dealing the most damage in the game overall. Very well played, sir. Nice bundle of medals from that game. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 2,841 hit points of damage. He was the only player to get over 2,000. The next high scorer being the M10 RBFM, who got 1,750. And then the P43 on the enemy team, who got 1,323. When it came to kills, again, he's got the highest number with 4 kills. 2 kills went to the Hummel, the Jackson, the Crusader, T67, the M10, and the Skoda managed to, so did the Jagdpanzer 4, the T50, and the KV1. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in that one as well. Top in all 3 columns. 1,112. He was the only player to get over 1,000 base. Next highest scorer was the M10 RBFM with 959. And 655 went to the Hummel, who tried to cut him up on that corner. And I'm pretty sure that what he was trying to do wasn't trying to protect RaySpruance. I think he was trying to steal that Bishop kill for himself. And that's why he tried to cut him off and force him to go up over the edge and get killed by the Bishop, so he can then seize the kill on the Bishop himself. So let's have a look at detail. 34 shots fired, 15 direct hits, 6 penetration, 13 splash. Damage of 2,841 hit points, of which 2,515 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both of them from the P43, and both of them penetrated. 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 8 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 39,119 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 53,618 credits. He received 1,112 XP, got 667 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 2,335 experience points altogether. Now, I mean, it's pretty amazing if you think about it. 6 penetrating shots in this game. He really was hammering the enemy and getting good results from them as well. So very well done by RaySpruance, and it really did help. It was a tier 6 battle, and he was tier 5 Arty, which meant, of course, that he was actually getting more XP from every shot that he was firing at a higher tier opponent. So very well played indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.